Okay, holiday Monday in the kingdom. Yes, happy Labor Day to everyone out there. Yes, and to put a steak on the barbecue. Yes, I'll probably be having Kraft dinner or spaghetti or something like that. Oh, I worked too hard yesterday. I was stiff and sore, and then I finished up the video. I went to bed last night, and then at 3:38 this morning, we have a thunderstorm. I don't know how they can have a thunderstorm with it being so chilly. But that dog, the house dog, just went full retard till 5:28 this morning. Oh, man. It was unreal. That dog just goes nuts. Oh, well. Okay. But she is a rescue dog, so she's enjoying her life if she has to torment me with her full retardness. Yes. All right. This morning we woke up to plus 12, but feels like plus 11. Then on the yo-yo scale, plus 53, but feels like plus 52. Also, too, we're not sure where Dave went. Dave lives on the west coast of the United States of America. He usually comments quite a bit on the YouTube videos. There was no comments, so maybe he's in rehab like where I should be. Unreal. I think I'm crazy to bust my tushy at this age. You know, flipping that subframe around, yanking on it, beating on it, welding, all that stuff. That was hard on the old guy, but we did it. All right. So that's it for the notes. Yes. And also, too, Sunday was a busy day, so we forgot to clean the vacuum, so we'll do it today on Holiday Monday. Also, too, we were outside yesterday all day, and then it was overcast, smoky, and you know, it should start raining. The bugs should be bad, but no. I went in the house, and then I had to get out this. Remember this? This is the fly swatter. Your dad or your mom used to whack you with it, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm trying to upload the video or make a video, and I'm sitting there smacking myself because of the little small midget flies, those little black midget flies. Oh, unreal. So I slapped myself silly last night, just hitting myself, everything, trying to kill those little guys. Oh, unreal. I think that's the worst time of year. Is now because it's chilly outside, so the little flies come inside and they take you out psychologically, just like your ex-wife. Oh, unreal. But we had fun. We got it all. We got it done. Let's see if we can back up without falling. All right, let's see if we can do a scroll. Yes, the sun is coming up. It's over there sort of thing. Yes, just like this news report, eh? Fire 5.5 kilometers north of WHO-ville. It's straight west of the airport at Ralph Lake. Hello? You can't read anything. You can't trust anything they print anymore because everything is all screwed up. All right, so today's going to be loose ends. I think we've gone as far as we can go on the hot rod frame because we need to level it and thought is required. But the main thing is we'll finish up some loose ends on it and take it easy today. Maybe we'll cook some shrimp on the Barbie. Oh, that was Paul Hogan in Australia, yes. Oh, and they hate him too. Yeah, he has to live in America. And I thought I was the only one living where people hate me. All right, look at the flags. There's not a breeze. There's no dick in the sky, which is so nice. I can do stuff. I can relax and not live in fear of him crashing. All right, we did one rotation there. I think that's enough. I'm getting dizzy. All right, let's go walk the dogs and see what the boss, he's an asshole, wants us to do today. Okay, slight breeze is bringing the forest fire smoke in, but it is Holiday Monday and we're in slow motion due to the lack of sleep and the fact that we worked too hard yesterday. That's unreal, but that makes the boss happy. All right, let's scroll this way. Okay, so today's project is to get this ready for winter because I think we've gone as far as we can go, all right, because we have to level and everything. These tires will go flat, so we're going to weld some braces in here to keep it at the right height, okay, so we're not, how would you say, having to worry about it over the winter. And same as the front here, these blocks might be good enough. We might just have to anchor them a little better. And then up here on the frame, we're going to move the frame ahead to get it all lined up. And then we got to, how'd you say, work on this here. I think we got the tie rod bent here. I marked it over there that it's bent. I don't think I did it yesterday with pushing down on the loader. Oh, excuse me. I don't think we did it then. It could have been done with the floor jack back in the day when Dad had this thing. Oh, the coughs. Oh, my goodness. This is terrible. I'm going to have a beverage. It could have been when the thing was so low. Like this thing was so low, we couldn't get the floor jack under the front, okay? So you had to jack it up on the front skid pan here first and then block it and then put the jack under the main cross member, okay? So I think that's got it all wonky. Also too, we brought out the notes from the day that we did it. It was August, oops. Oh man, I'm not doing too good sober here. All right, so the front end was 60¼ inches right here. All right, so now it's gone to 58¼ That's because the springs have raised the body up, okay, the frame up, because the new springs, where it's supposed to be, has moved the frame up, which moves the wheels in, okay? So now we have to square this up. I think we made a mistake over here with this one here. As you can see, there's a gap down in there. That's because the balancing weight for this brake drum is behind here, okay? I noticed that. Okay, I didn't notice it when I put it on, but that's what today's project is going to do, is get this, how would you say, centered and organized, because we're not going to achieve much by leveling it and everything like that. Plus, we have to learn about Casper camber. Where exactly does that center go? Is it 3 degrees back? I think this frame has to come back a bit, which would move this back. But we have to learn. Yes, we have to learn. And that's what we want. But to get this done yesterday and up on the frame, that was unreal. If we tried it in the winter, it would take forever in the little shop. It'd probably be a 2-day project with lots of beverage. All right, let's get to work and get this done so we can drink professionally. Okay, that worked out well. I used a little bottle jack, jacked it up, and turned the brake drum. So using these pieces of steel or channel iron, they were cut like that, worked out good, because there's the brake drum balancing weight right there. And you can look at this here. There's paint marks or marks removed from the pipe wrench holding the tie rods. Oh, they got the burps for adjustment. Same as that one over there. So when Dad lowered this thing, oh, okay, so when Dad lowered this thing, it changed the toe in, toe out of the steering. So that's why, how would you say, we're learning, because we have to undo everything he did. So raising it up probably 2 inches, brought the wheels in and changed the turning here, because I don't think I bent that yesterday. But when we do get the money tree blossoming, all this will be replaced with new, because it's how would you say, quite old, and it's been in the family for 50 years. Let's upgrade. All right, so let's loosen off these nuts here and get these wheels pointing in the right direction. Oh, these lips, I'm having a rough morning. Okay, that took a bit of doing, but I finally figured out why this one was leaning in too much. And the dead giveaway was yesterday when I put the shock on. I found this to be, hand and eye coordination, Les Nessman. I found this to be loose in here, like when you put the wrench on, it slid right on compared to the other side. Plus, this side had lots of shims, okay? And they weren't painted. Yes, they weren't painted. And this side here is still painted that dark blue. So I removed the shims. Yes, they're over here. Slowly. There we go. Look at those shims. So that was causing this side to lean in. All right. So it was leaning in bad. All right. So then once I took out the shims, this became tight in here for like sliding the wrench down. Okay. Oh, hand and eye coordination, Les Nessman. I had a rough night. All right. All right. So we got it going. We have a slight lean in on these channel irons here, but that can be corrected here. All right. I can't get the front end perfect because one, it has to go for a front end alignment. So like, why waste your time trying to get it perfect? The only thing we got to make sure is this is all squared with the lines, because that's where our base measurements are from. So now we can do a tack weld on that. But now we also have to move the rear end back there 1/2 inch that way because of the narrower front end now. Okay. I'm so glad I made the management decision to go back to the original shocks, springs, and everything like that, because that changed the front end back to being normal. Okay. So I'm very pleased I made that management decision. Oh, wait, Jack Daniels made it for me. Okay, lunchtime in the kingdom, and I got it welded, and I melded that main beam right onto the truck frame there, so it's solid because everything is based off this front beam. Okay, and then I replaced the lever chain hoist with the precision instrument to get the right Casper camber, whatever. So just a couple little cranks, and that moves the front end up and down, so that works out good. I think we might have it there because they're saying on the Camaro frames or whatever Facebook pages or websites, this has to be level in here, so that's a dead giveaway. But the frame going back, the subframe, that has to be level, like if you were incorporating it into a hot rod like we're doing here, but we kind of chopped that off. So this looks good. We're very pleased. Yes, so we got to make the final measurements. We moved the frame ahead, but we got to go a bit more because there's the center of the frame and we have to move it ahead. But this axle here, we know that it was well balanced sitting on here, so we can actually cut the welds on it because there's only 2 welds, and then move this axle back and forth. So after lunch we're going to support this one here, so if the tires go flat it's not going to create problems. Yes, because it's just sitting up there. Oh well, but we need to get the measurements off it to copy this frame for the 37 Dodge hot rod tribute truck. Yes. All right, let's go burn some lunch and then get back out here. The sun's come out and it's getting hot, but it sure is smoky. Okay, look at those skies. Yes, we had the thunder last night, so now we're having a nice day here. It is humid, and those spruce bugs or whatever are going nuts. You can hear them click, 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 click. I've had to, how would you say, had 3 of them land on me. The staff was just here. She was fighting them off. Unreal. Okay, so the plan was to mount the rear end so it would stay for the winter, till winter time, but plans changed. We went for a frame stilt. That's what the staff was calling it, because we have to change out this rear end. So if we mount it into place, plus, well, it's kind of pointless. Why are we doing things twice? Yes, I'm learning. So we put it on the frame stilt, and then we can tie the frame to the stilt, and then hopefully it doesn't fall off. This wasn't the best idea we had, putting it up on the tires here, because it could roll off. But then again, we are known for living dangerously here at the end of the world. Yes, all right, let's go have a beverage. Okay, coffee time in the kingdom, and it sure is humid hot. I'm just sweating standing here holding the me phone. Yes, so we got the frame stilt into place. We got the blocks under, pound some wedgies in, so now the tires can go flat like they always do. All right, so this is ready for winter. We have a few more items of steel to throw in the pile there, and then when it comes from the snowbank into the shop, when the snow melts, everything will be on the skid or the frame jig. Oh, these lips need some vodka. Yes, titty vodka. Maybe some titties too. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. All right, so this is ready. And then over here, seeing how we had the AC/DC buzz box out of the shop, yes, I wasn't going to listen to the gas powered welders. I'm hurting today. Yes, so we put some little gussets on here. All right, so we welded it there. We did the welds down there. We bolted it there. So to access the radiator, we unbolt it there, unbolt the bumper, and off it comes. Pretty smart thinking, eh, Les Netzman? All right, let's go have some beverage. Okay, after coffee and that beverage tasted good. Now I'll come out here with the plasma cutter and fix my little mistake. Or maybe I'll just use the buffing wheel on the grinder, because I cut it, how would you say, following the tape measure, not the eyeball. So now we have to correct that. Maybe we'll just take the buffing wheel and correct it. It'll be a lot simpler than dragging out the air hose, the plasma cutter, and the 220 plug-in power. Oh wait, the 220 plug-in power is right there. Oh well, let's go get the buffing wheel. Okay, 4 o'clock in the kingdom, and I'm having a hard time staying awake. I might need a nap, just like if I was at Shady Pines retirement. All right, so I'm getting things organized here just to keep my mind occupied and so I don't fall asleep. All right, so we tossed a bunch of parts in the 39 Chevy Snow Truck here. Look at that door. That latch wouldn't work. So we have the ski stoppers, we found the front wheel covers, and we have all the little miscellaneous items back there. And we'll have to figure out a door latch for the other side, but that's a minor detail. All right, look at that. Okay, so over here we found a hitch for the back, because if you get stuck, there's really nothing back here of any strength. Okay, and we had a hitch on the welding truck back in the day, so when it became a sleigh we didn't need to hitch, so there it is there. The 46 Chevy welding truck, 1989 to 2000 I think it was. And then it went on the 41 Chevy 4x4. So this hitch here, if we hack it up, and we can make it fit. Probably not all that pipe and everything up there, but we've got to have some strength on the back frame here. So that's how we do it. Recycle, repurpose, one more time. Nothing scrap metal around here. Okay, I'm over in the hose shack. I should be hiding in here out of the sun and hot, or the heat, yes. But we did pretty good this weekend. We cleaned off this row of parts right here. That was for the trucks, for the 37 Dodge Tribute truck. Yes, we did pretty good. We had all the shocks, coil springs, everything like that, so that was a success. Also too, over here, after that terrible test drive the other day, I went and got one of these Carter carburetors. They come with the 216 motors. It's the same one as it's on the 48 Chevy sedan delivery. It's quite a bit smaller, like I mean smaller in here, so maybe that's, so how would you say, stop our problem with fuel. So I soaked it down with the 2-stroke oil. Yes, in here. And you try the accelerator pump. Can we try that, Les Nessman? There, look at that. So it's getting lubed up. That's what we want. So we just take our time. Also too, we're going into the rainy season here in September, so that we can hide in the hose shack here. Also too, there's lots we can do on the grader in the shop now that we have the parts. We can start welding the tower of power sprocket here. We can start building the live hydraulic shaft out the back of the UD16. Like, this stuff all takes time, and we can get the thermostat housings ready to go, so when the rain stops we can switch everything out. So there's always lots to do in the kingdom, even when it's raining. Yes, and we maybe tomorrow, if we know the rains are coming, maybe we should fix this roof so we can hide in here and maybe have that wood stove temporarily hooked up so we have some heat, because it gets a little chilly in here when you're trying to play with small little carburetor parts. And we have 2 more tires to fix or whatever to address, and then maybe we can unbolt this. This is handy, unbolt it and put it in somewhere else. That works out good. Oh, I got to take that little thing off there and weld it up before I bend it, because it's easier to weld it now than when it bends. All right, very pleased. I'm tired. All right, let's go see what everything else is going on. Okay, the more I walk past this, the more it looks like a really good idea, using that bread truck frame as a frame jig to make these frames. I think that was the smartest thing I ever did, was get rid of that old Dodge frame that was welded onto the Camaro subframe here and build my own frame. Yes, and I think this works out good. And also too, you have to remember, in theory this should have been made longer, but that's the only length of material we had. We had I think it was 73.5 inches, and that's how it worked out. So it's nothing to, how would you say, incorporate the two, but that we can do once the frame is level. We have the airbag suspension here that we can raise it up, because the shop, when it goes in, it'll be on level, so we can use the air to level it, block it, and, you know, work smarter, not harder. So I'm very pleased, and I think once the springs get the proper mounting brackets and everything like that, the U-bolts, and we can get going, this will start to really look good. We have enough material on the wagon or the frame jig here to build the cross members we were short or don't have, and that's a good winter project. I'm very pleased. And to move this thing around, we're putting the piece on the fork, that U-channel we made for the snow truck. So I just step it on the fork, and then I can just pick it up here and drive it around as if it's a, how would you say, free floating, or steer it. So very pleased, very pleased. It was well worth the effort, and all the ideas, and the Kingdom followers, YouTube subscribers helping us out with their ideas. That's what it's all about. We're learning. Who would have thought I had to retire to build and copy a frame of 37 Dodge that gave me so much fun back in 1984, 85. But those are the good old days when I had hair and wild women. Now I'm just have no hair and no wild women. All right, let's go check on the flags.
Monday morning in WHO-ville, and it's just after 10 a.m. and as you can see, it is pretty smoky out here, but there's not many clouds in the sky. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 20 degrees Celsius, which is 68 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. I don't think we're doing much in the kingdom. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make some very soft toast for breakfast since my wisdom teeth are extra sore. 1 p.m. and I'm just finishing up lunch. I had tomato soup with rice mixed in. It was actually pretty good and easy on my teeth. This is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 23 degrees Celsius, which is 73 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. Looks like it's going to be an extra warm day out here, and there's some wind, but it is pretty smoky. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, and wait for after 2 and go see what my dad's up to. Almost 2 p.m. and I just got the quad out. Now I'll head over to the kingdom and see what my dad's up to today. Just after 2 p.m. and I made it to the kingdom. Now I'll head down to the shop and see what my dad's up to. As you can see, the flags are moving around, so there's a bit of a wind, but it is still pretty smoky here right now. My dad also has a load of laundry for me to do, which I can bring back tomorrow. Almost 2:30 and I'm officially done in the kingdom. Now I'll take my dad's laundry and my dog treats back into WHO-ville and do the weather around 5 p.m. My dad is just working on the frames here, getting stuff ready for winter. Almost 5 p.m. and this is the temperature we're sitting at right now. It's 27 degrees Celsius, which is 80 degrees Fahrenheit. We even have the feels like on the bottom. It's been a pretty nice afternoon. The wind is picking up, so no bugs, plus the smoke has gone away, so it doesn't smell like it anymore. As you can see, I made a new board. Now it's time to head inside, let the dogs out, make supper, and end my day.
Okay, we're doing the end of day video, and the dogs don't know they're going to go for a walk about 3 hours early, 4 hours early, or 5 hours early compared to last night. All right, but we did good today. We stayed vertical. We're tired. Yes, we need to go have a nap, and then some Jello pudding or something like that. Just like at Shady Pines Retirement Home. I don't think I'd retire to Daisy May's escort. Maybe they just have me answer the phones. Yeah, that's probably about it. All right, look at those flags. There's just enough breeze to keep us cool. All right, let's go walk the dogs, drink some beer, and celebrate September long weekend. Happy Labor's Day to everybody. Talk to you later.